Also, please excuse if you can see how messy my hair is because I use my own hair for Ty Lee because I don't want to buy a wig because I'm broke. Hi friends, I'm Yizzy Pop. I'm a cosplayer, an artist, and a creator. Now you may be thinking that I am also a photographer based off of this video title. Well, I'm not. However, I am very well educated on how I like to look in my photos / how to achieve that. How to achieve it. And I am a very big advocate for creative home photo shoots. And I thought I'd share a few tips and tricks that I've learned throughout my experiences doing creative home photo shoots. And this video goes out specifically to the cosplayers who are either too shy or too broke to do cosplay photo shoots out in public. So let's get started. And if you cannot tell, I'm dressed up like one of my favorite Avatar The Last Airbender characters, Ty Lee. She's actually the only Avatar The Last Airbender cosplay that I have, and I hope to get some more in the future. Let's get started. Before I dive deep into very specific examples, I just wanted to start off with some basic things that you will need. First, you will need a camera. Following that, I want to start off by saying that you do not need a fancy, expensive camera. You can just use a smartphone. Most smartphones nowadays have really great cameras. However, I am using a camera right now and do for my personal photos because my phone sucks. Like, I don't know if you can see the screen protector. I've dropped this many times. Basically, you can use a phone. I don't because this camera that I have is much better quality than my phone. Next, you need lighting. Depending on the vibe of your photo shoot, you can use natural lighting, or if you can't get natural lighting, maybe a ring light or LEDs. Again, it doesn't have to be super fancy. Then you'll need something to put your camera or your phone on, especially if you're taking photos on your own. You could use a tripod or a really tall pile of books, whatever gets the job done. And then lastly, of course, your beautiful self and your cosplay. Okay, now let's get into the specific. I'm going to try and organize this video try to organize the ideas as basic to like going from basic to complex, if that makes sense. The first thing I will talk about is if you are just shooting with a white wall against a white wall. Let's say a white wall background is all you have and you're just taking some full body or portrait shots. You can do some cute edits, like maybe adding some stickers. I've seen a lot of magic happen during the editing process. So explore what you like. You can try different filters, maybe special effects. It's all based off of your preference and what you think is fun and creative. If that isn't your vibe, you could go for a more editorial-esque vibe. This is your routine reminder that I am not a professional photographer. I am only a cosplayer and a self-proclaimed muddle, and everything I say is based off of my personal experience and not because I have the educational background in photography. So, okay, anyways, I feel like a lot of editorial-esque photos have white backdrops or solid colored backgrounds. Then you could do a variety of close-ups and different angles. You could also play with the lighting to make it less or more dramatic. It truly depends on the vibe that you're going for the photo shoot. Moving on, I'm going to be talking about lighting. It truly depends on the vibe of the photo shoot, whether you choose natural lighting or use artificial lighting. You might also consider, as I mentioned before, playing with LED lights. And it doesn't just need to be surrounding the photo, because I know most people use their LEDs like on their wall or on their ceiling, on the roof on their ceiling. You can even use the strip lights in combination with props and other set accessories. For example, in my most recent Starfire shoot, I'm going to put it right here. In my most recent Starfire photo shoot, I actually laid the lights on the ground and then arranged them in a sort of pattern, and then I put pillow stuffing on top of those to achieve a glowing clouds, dreamy kind of look. You could also change the overall angle of your lighting to achieve different effects. You can also reduce or increase the amount of lighting. You could use something reflective with the lighting. There are so many things. I'm going to be saying very vague things, but I'm going to be putting pictures and videos as examples to make it make more sense. Next, I'm going to be talking about backdrops. I feel like backdrops are a great way to really fancy up your photo shoot. I personally have 2 backdrops. They're both fabric and I just got them on Amazon. I will say one tip that I have specifically for fabric backdrops is to try to get the wrinkles out if you can, to just make the shoot a little bit more seamless. and to avoid having to do more editing by smoothing out the background. To de-wrinkle your backdrop, you could use a steamer or you can iron it. Okay, now I'm going to talk about different angles. You might try something a little bit different than your standard portrait, like laying on the ground, or you can go from a really low angle, or you can put your camera on the ceiling or as high up on the ceiling as you can get it. Like, I have a really tall ceiling, so I probably won't do that. The world is your oyster, and the possibilities are endless. Another thing I want to include is props. I know as cosplayers, some of y'all have the most amazing props. Show them off and use them to your advantage. For example, if you have a fake weapon of some sort, you might try something like this. And this can be done with a sword too. Okay, now the rest of these are just ways that you can kind of spice up your set. Like I mentioned before, you can use clouds, maybe curtains or drapes, maybe some pillars, if you have them, or you can find them on Facebook Marketplace, honestly. I've been finding a lot of pillars recently on Facebook Marketplace, and I think that if I do find one that is cheap enough, I might use them with a backdrop to kind of achieve like a Greek goddess-esque type of vibe, maybe. Playing with glass could be cool. Like, I've seen people use aquariums and maybe just put them over their head for like a very like underwater-ish type of shoot vibe. Yeah, I guess it just depends on who you're cosplaying. Using CDs would be cool. You could use balloons as either a frame or a backdrop or as props. Using empty frames would be cool too. I feel like you can find a lot of cool frames at like thrift stores and stuff like that. Flowers. Flowers is one of my favorite. I love floral photo shoots. You can use fake flowers for a backdrop or with accessories, or maybe framing your face specifically, or maybe you can even incorporate it into your makeup for the photo shoot. The possibilities are endless. Bubbles would be cool too. I'm sure there are a bajillion other ideas, but I'm going to stop right there because if I keep going, I probably won't ever stop. But yeah, if anybody ever wants a video, I have shorter length videos with some of the processes of my home photo shoots, like the Starfire one as of recently. If you haven't seen it, it's in my shorts section. But if anybody wants like a full length video of the process of how I do my at home creative photo shoots for cosplay and how that sort of works and how I come up with different ideas, let me know in the comments if that is something you would be interested in. I know going outside to do cosplay photo shoots can either be intimidating or expensive. If you don't have the funds or resources to book a photographer and do a photo shoot outside or in a studio or a professional photo shoot location, doing creative cosplay photo shoots at home is a great alternative and is honestly something that I've had a lot of fun with, and I've learned a lot of different aspects of photography, modeling, editing, and things like that just through trying these things out at home on my own. The only other tip that I can think of is maybe thinking more specifically if like things that you could do in the photo shoot that I'm going off script, so please forgive me. Different types of shoots that you could do specifically based off of that character. Like whenever I was mentioning the flowers, I thought about the intro to Spy Family, or the second season intro to Spy Family, and there was a section where Yor was like laying in a bed of flowers or something like that, and I was thinking that that would be something I would want to recreate sometime in the future, and I could do it in the comfort of my home because I can just lay a bunch of flowers on the floor, use my tripod, and stick the camera up at me and take it as many times as I want to / need to, and edit it at my comfort / disclosure. I don't know. Edit it the way that I want to. Somebody's calling me. Who's calling me? Hope it's not the dentist. The dentist has been calling me. I'm switching to a different dentist. Please don't call me anymore. If you guys have any other shoot ideas or creative photo shoot ideas that I didn't mention, leave them in the comments down below, or creative photo shoots that you've personally done at home. Honestly, share them with me because I want to see, like, there's just so much creativity, and I love seeing ideas that other cosplayers and creatives come up with and are able to achieve in the comfort of their own home. Like, it's just astounding. Smart little people, little cookies. But if you like this video, please consider leaving me a like and maybe a comment, checking out my channel for more future videos like this, maybe subscribing. Here are my other social medias. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful day and I will see you next time.